3, 2, 1, watch me. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Them old mistakes are gone, I won't do them no more. That's old news, that's news, I done did that before. I turn nothing to something, my comeback on 100. Let's talk it, more action, you just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating, no losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings, I turn that into money. They gotta never settle, this view is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. They gotta never settle. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me, I stay prayed up, nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all.
Hello there. Hello, good afternoon. Well, it's almost midday, and now I'm going to introduce myself. As you know, my name is Mariela, and I'm part of the procurement area. I work as a senior buyer in this area. Today, we're going to learn some about heights work, and I really hope you can enjoy and also you can learn. It's a typical topic that we have been repeated in the organization in order to be safe. Okay, so try to learn, and also please you can participate, you can open your microphones, and also you can use the chat. Okay, please, if you can notice some trouble in your computer, please let me know. If you can hear me well or watch the images, please let me know. Today, working at heights, we have considered some 4 points. First of all is aim, then risk conditions, then we're going to identify the risk, and also some equipment and machines that are necessary for working on heights. And finally, with a video, we're going to participate like asking and answering some questions. Okay, so now it's midday. So how do you feel at this time? In the scale of this beautiful ship, how do you feel? Please feel free to type the number in the chat. Also, Colin can help me, or I cannot see the chat, but you can open your mics. How do you feel today? Do you feel playful, joyful, sleepy maybe, or tender or shy, or you're hiding for somebody or for someone? Somebody wants to tell us? Number 3? Okay. Okay, 3, how can you describe number 3? I guess 3 is like very clueless. Like you're working, but now you're hungry and you are waiting for going out. And also 8, how do you consider number 8? Like playful? Okay, somebody else? You can open your mics and talk. Okay, try to participate. Giving adjectives or giving numbers can be okay. I can hear you. Calling somebody else?
The number nine is I don't know. He's jumping, but I don't know. He's jumping for his scared or he's happy or something.
Could be happy, yes, and also like joyful, right? Or fun, like you're having fun and you're willing to go to feel free. Okay, thank you, very good,
So I
Jorge.
don't feel nine.
Okay, good. It's good to feel at midday. Okay, somebody else? Six? Somebody say six?
I feel like nine, but I look like three.
Oh my God. Then why is that? Let's get one hairbrush. Okay, good. Somebody else? Somebody for five, sleepy? Or somebody for four, like you're hiding? Or maybe concentrating in one subject, right? Okay, no more participations. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, thank you for the participation. Okay, about the definition that working on heights could mean that it means any activity that can be performed at more than 1.8 meters and also have a risk, huge risk, right? And also it is considered any activity, any risk that a worker can be exposed to. So for having this trouble, any height is considered. On the first drawing, you can see that this guy is working on the truck. So maybe it's not that height, but is considered a risk, right? On the second one, the person is stepping on a can of painting. So it's not that high, but also is considered the risk. And of course, in number three, that is a higher, right? That is on a ladder. So for surely that will consider a very high risk. So that's the short definition that we can take about working on heights that can be at any height. I mean, any can be dangerous. So please consider next time that you have to work on that height. Okay, for working on heights, we have some risk conditions that are already identified in the organization or for some literature, but there can be plenty of them. I have some here, and I will try to explain them. The first one is lack of training. That means that at first that we're going to realize this work, we don't have the enough training, right? We just says, I'm going to put a nail on the wall to hide a drawing. And you cannot consider all the dangers that are involved. So that is lack of training. Or sometimes you cannot imagine how difficult can be that work. Okay, number two is poor health condition. That means that maybe we don't know what physical or health condition the workers is, and we um, propose or suggest to make that activity. So that is very important. We have to know the condition, physical and health condition, to try to realize this activity. Number three, it's about power lines. That means some electricity that sometimes you start working, but you are not seeing around you, and some power lines are very near, and that can this can touch. You can touch some power lines, so that is a very risky conditions. Then is dropping objects. Sometimes you're working on heights and you have no place correctly the objects that you are using in that time. So maybe they roll or somebody walk over and step on them and then throw it, kick them and hit somebody that is on other location. The next one is the harness in poor condition. This is about the equipment that before using harness, you have to review, to check, to analyze, and also if it's in not good condition, you must throw it away. That means that don't try to fold it and leave them where it was, because then somebody is going to go and take it and will not have that that attention to review the harness. So at any equipment that is in not good condition, please throw it to garbage and don't use it anymore. Don't let them somebody else use it. The next one is lifeline. There's the mistake. The lifeline, that means that we are not used also to use this equipment, but we should have use for any working on height. And it can be 1 meter or even less, right? Okay. The next one is equipment in poor condition, as the harness, right? But in this one, you are considered the ladder, that it has to be well placed and not trying to put some bricks in order to make them higher. And also you have to check if this ladder that you're going to use is for that purpose, because there are different kinds of ladders. Okay, the next one is lack of planning. That could be similar to lack of training. But in this case, I guess there are one over another one. I mean, first you have to plan and then you have to train the people, because planning, you are consider every risk condition that I have already mentioned, right? You have to consider the persons that are in good conditions, the power lines by seeing around you and the environment, and also you have to plan your tools, your equipment, and also the personal protection equipment. So those are very important and are the first ones. And next one is follow work procedures. That means that you can do all the bad work that I have already mentioned. But if you don't follow that rules, then it will mean that you did not anything to save on working on heights. So those are very important too. And the last but not least is unauthorized work. So sometimes we cannot have this clue process, right? You are not mentioning somebody that you are going to do this activity in order to help you. So that can be also risky conditions. Somebody has another example of anything, of any of those? Somebody wants to tell us more about, have questions or doubts? Somebody who wants to participate? You can open your mics. Or maybe in the chat. Any comments? Colin, do we have comments? No, not yet. Okay. Okay, thank you. So no questions, we can move on. The comments too? Okay. Okay. So if you don't have any questions, then we're going to make an exercise on Mentimeter. That is a web page. Please try to type menti.com. And also please use this code in blue. Are you ready? I'm going to change my screen to participate in the platform. Everybody's ready? Do you have the code? Can we start? I have 5 thumbs up, 6. Does that mean that are the persons that are ready for typing in the platform? Calling somebody with trouble? Nobody? No, it's okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's start. Let's identify the risk. You have to read and type, okay? You have only one option to do.
Mariela, can you show the code again? It's in
The
the
show?
top.
Oh,
The
okay,
code.
okay.
Thank you.
It's like 34, 21, 39, 44.
Sorry, Mariela, can you repeat if you can to put the another time the page? Okay, it's up. Thank you.
Yes, it's okay. It's 34, 21, 39, 44. Ready? Everybody's ready? Okay. Then you told me to stop if you need time, okay? Uh, okay, hi. Okay, so this is the sentence. An untrained worker for a job. What kind of risk are we talking about?
Lack of training.
Okay, try to type, please. An untrained work for a job. Safety. Okay, do you remember the risk conditions that we have seen before? You're going to type what kind of risk are we talking about? An untrained worker for a job. I can see safety. Okay, that's a general topic. You know very well what are we talking about. Okay, lack of training. Very good. We have 3 answers. Don't be shy. Security in the work. Okay, very good. But what about the risk conditions? Injury. Okay, that's the consequence, right? But, okay. High self-confidence. What else? Security in the work, risk, safety. Okay, I'm going to repeat the question. We have seen before some risk conditions. Okay, do you remember lack of training, lack of planning? What else? What can you remember? Like unauthorized work. Okay, so now if I say an untrained worker for a job, what are we risk are we talking about? Okay, I have injury. Oh, I have a name. False, safety, training, risk, death. Okay, lack of training, more likely to make mistake, and high self-confidence. Okay. Poor condition. Okay, that was another one. Okay, false. Very good. Okay, ready for number 2. Thank you for the 15 answers I have. Then number 2. This risk condition can cause fatalities and serious injury, depending on what has fallen, the height from which it fell, and who else was around or underneath. Which risk condition are we talking about? Do you want me to repeat the instruction? Dropping objects. Perfect. Yes, very good. Somebody else? Equipment condition could be, but it is talking about height and fell. Okay, dropping objects, work on roofs. Okay, yes, that happens when you're working on roof and then the objects falls. Okay, only three answers. It says 4, but I cannot see the other one. Somebody else? Somebody typing on the chat the answers? Okay, do you want to see again the risk? That's cheating, but okay, I will try. Let's see. Very quick. Okay. It's like 3 seconds glance. Okay. Lack of training, poor health condition, power lines, dropping objects, harness in poor condition, lifeline, equipment in poor condition, lack of planning, follow-up procedures, and unauthorized work. Okay? Okay, then let's move. Okay. I'm going to move to number 3, question number 3. Okay, now, always inspect fall protection equipment for visible defects before use, and do not use equipment again once it has arrested a fall. What kind of risk are we talking about? Okay, we have the first one. Poor conditions, very good. Harness in poor condition, very good. Yes, perfect. Bad conditions of the equipment, okay. Okay, equipment in poor condition. Harness, oh, very good. Now you pay attention. That's wonderful. Yes, very good. Okay, corrosions. Yes, could be. And now they are in bad conditions. Sure. Is that all? Somebody else? Okay, equipment in poor condition. Very good, very good. Equipment, corrosions, okay. We have 10 answers, thank you. Okay, then let's move to the next question. Workers with health problems like heart disease, high blood pressure, psychosis, epileptic, or any such diseases should be considered unfit for work or for working. This is very simple, right? Do you remember this risk? Yes, perfect. Poor health condition. Okay, we have 2 answers. Okay, it's dangerous, yes. Very dangerous to work in these conditions. Unauthorized worker could be, right? That will happen if you don't know the health condition of your worker, of your co-worker. And this kind of person also can lie about the condition, right? Then he will try to lie about the condition. to feel like a superhero, and then that's very risky. We have to be very truthful, saying the truth, saying everything about the health condition, and then we can save to work on heights. Okay, thank you for that 7 answers. Oh, I have another one. Is dangerous for health? Okay, very good. Thank you. Then let's move to the other one. Let anyone who is not competent, who doesn't have the skills, knowledge, and experience to do the job. And the job means working at heights. What kind of risk is this? Lack of training. Okay, very good. It says, let anyone who is not competent. Maybe if he's not competent, you can train that person. Okay. Another answer. Okay, need training for sure. Okay, another lack of training. Somebody else. Let's read again. It says, let anyone who is not competent. To let anyone. That is a clue. Yes, perfect. Unauthorized work. Yes, when you are letting somebody that is not correct, but you are giving permission, that is somebody that is working in an unauthorized form. Yes? Okay, need training. Yes, there are the measures that we can consider. Okay, very good. Thank you for 8 answers. Okay, and this is the last one. Okay, ready? Ensure workers can get safely to and from where they work at height. What is this one? Ensure workers. What will happen? What kind of risk? Yes, perfect, very good. Follow up procedures. Okay. Okay, the lab line is a very helpful tool, right? The equipment, and it's always necessary, remember. Okay, follow up procedures. The lab line again, okay. Perfect. The good security controls means that you have a procedure. Yes, it's a part of. Apply required procedures. Very good. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you for that. 7 answers. Thank you. Okay, do you have any extra comment or vocabulary question or something to comment? You can open the mic, okay, and talk. Okay, no questions on the chat, Colin?
In my
Somebody?
case, Mariela is very
Okay.
interesting and special for the safety. And the words or the question is very good and very interesting. Only want to say thank you for you.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Claudia. Yes. Safety has been always our, yes, Estefania.
Hi, good afternoon. How do we know when to renew your harness?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. Some harness are like life keeping like 1 year. Some of them are 2 years. That is also a condition that you have to know very well, the manual and also some brand quality. Yes, but every time that you're going to perform working on heights, you have to check that the physical harness must be in good condition. Yes, but it depends sometimes on the brand. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Mariela.
Okay. Okay, let's move on. If you have questions, you can interrupt at any time, okay? Okay, so now the equipment that is very useful on working on heights. We have the scaffolding. I have some drawings here. And these are the requirements that are suggested and also like must follow. Okay, the scaffolding has to be in great conditions, regular and keep, certified. That's what the question that Estefania had before, that also the harness must be certified for using. Okay, and it depends of the brands and the quality of them. And signals the work area. Yes, those are the very important points to take in mind. Also for harness, every part has to be in good conditions. If you have the top one in very good conditions, but the ones of the legs are in not good conditions, then you should not use this harness. Okay, every part of the harness must be in good condition. And then this is very important. If you identify one in bad conditions, in poor conditions, throw it away. Okay, don't let them there because somebody is going to use it. Okay, then it says that check it before each use. If you use it like 4 or 5 times a day, then you have to check that times. Okay. Also must be certified as the scaffolding, and you have to follow the instructions for the manufacturer manuals because some different brands have different usage. Also, physically can be different. That's why that's the suggestion to read the instructions manuals because sometimes we are not used to do it. Yes, but in this case, you must do it. Okay, and the ladder, you have to check it before each use in order to identify if there are some parts that are not useful or in bad conditions. Remember, you mentioned before the corrosions, so that could happen here. Yes, try to identify and don't use it, please, if it's in poor conditions. Then choose the appropriate ladder. That means that sometimes you're using a ladder that is not that high that you will need. And you use some bricks to put under, or maybe you place it on a chair or on a desk or on a table, and that is very bad. You have to choose the appropriate ladder. Then analyze the evenness of the ground. That means that the ground is very important to be in the same level. Okay, what is evenness? Somebody to tell me the definition of evenness? Please try to use your mic because I cannot see the chat. What is the definition of evenness? Somebody knows? Oh, somebody? I guess nobody knows. Okay, I will tell you. Evenness is the level of the ground. Okay, you have to check that is on the same level. If you are using different evenness of the floor or the ground, then it will risk a condition. Okay, and then don't use objects to level the ground. That's the one that I was talking about, that sometimes you need a higher ladder, then you place some bricks under, or then you use one chair, or then you use the table, the desk, or something like that. Okay, don't use it. Okay, and then finally, signals the word area. Okay, because some objects can drop or can fall from the ladder. Somebody have questions, comments? Then you can do it now. Okay. Okay, we continue with equipment. As the one that is scaffolding, we have platform lifts or crane baskets. The same requirements, were conditions, certify, and signals for the work area. And also the anchor points. There are plenty of types of anchor points. They have to be in great conditions, and some of them are certified. It depends of the quality on the brand and also the work on heights that you are going to perform. And also, please discard the ones that are in poor conditions. That is like the main one. Okay, comments about this? Questions? So let's move. Also, maybe you already know this vocabulary, but I want to emphasize because then we're going to watch the video and we're going to use them. Colin, do we have any comment on chat before? Okay. Okay, there is a comment on the chat about the procedure, right? If you have that, if you have a microphone, then you can use it, please.
Eduardo has asked, all this kind of equipment manufactured under standards of to
Mhm.
use like OSHA's or NIOS standards. Is your question.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Stephanie. It's a question. Yes, some have standards, right? Well, it depends, and also the aim. We have plenty of brands, plenty of aims to use this equipment, but that's true. Some of them have the standards, and as we mentioned before, that they are certified. So yes, for surely they have. And about procedure, was that a question? This person needs the procedure or something like that? It's a comment. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Well, let's move. Uh-huh.
Is the norm for certificated the harness is the ANSI? It's more common in the 3M and ECM.
Oh, he's mentioned the ANSI, right? Right, the ANSI code, the ANSI standard,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Thank you for that comment. Yes, is the most common, and well, some are different. We have plenty of them. Okay, thank you, Estefania. Okay, then I was mentioning that maybe you already know this vocabulary, and then we're going to use it in the next activity. We have protective mask, and then we have the drawing. There are different kinds, like there are some simple ones, or also like more professional, we can say, or very well equipped and certified too. The safety shoes, normally boots, but now we have different models now. The ear protectors can be like tiaras, or also can be like the short ones, the yellow ones that are only for ears and not for the head also. Protective apron, that is when you are performing a work, a job or a work that you have to protect most of the front of your body, right? With substances can be, and also with um, some manufacturing objects. So that is protective apron. The safety harness, we have already learned about it. Safety gloves, different materials, right? For electrical, for any kind of perform activity. Safety helmet and safety goggles. Okay, do you have any questions or comments in here before we watch the video? Okay, no? Okay, let's continue. Okay, I'm going to play a video named Roof Work, and I have 5 questions in here. I need 5 volunteers. Please, who wants to be volunteer for this activity? Raise your hand or write your name on the chat. Open your mic. 5 persons, please. Okay, Estefania is one. Thank you. Another one?
Maybe repairs in roofing work.
We're going to play the video, but I need 5 volunteers, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay, then Stephanie, another one. Colin, who else? Neri, okay. Somebody else? Maria Fernanda, okay. And we have 3. We have 2 left places. No, come on. It's going to be very fun. And you will learn. Is that all? Then we have to choose victims if there are no volunteers. Okay. Then let's play the video, okay? Because it's almost time to lunch. Time for lunch. Okay. I'm going to play the video, and then the persons that are volunteers are going to help me to answer the questions. Okay? Please, if you can hear very well, tell me, or if you cannot. Okay, this is the one. Okay. It's good for the volunteers, is okay? Because we are going to answer the questions. Okay, then Stephanie, please, which activity will they do or perform?
Use harness.
Oh, but okay,
Yeah.
that should
But
use hard.
yeah, put solar panels on the roof.
Yes, very good. They are going to, yes, okay, place the solar panels. Very good. Okay, then number 2, it's Nenny, right? Which were the instructions given?
His supervisor only tell them that he had to allocate
Place.
the parts on the roof, and they don't have enough safety equipment to do it.
Okay,
They
very good.
is all that he says.
Okay, very good. I mean, he just says, place the panels, okay, to them, okay? Very good. Okay, then Fernanda. Number 3, which safety equipment did they use? Do you remember?
They don't wear any safety equipment. Just
Any?
I don't see any. I just see that they climb the stairs and put the panels, but they don't have the harness to do the activity.
Okay, there is one in yellow. Do you remember?
The helmet, I think. Yeah, the
Yes,
helmet.
very good.
Just the helmet.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. So only one, right? The helmet.
Yes.
Okay. Well, about the shoes, we cannot see because we can see in the video, maybe there are normal shoes or safety shoes, right? We're not
Yes.
sure.
They
Okay,
look just like a boot.
yes, perfect, very good. Okay, somebody else to help me mention 3 risk conditions that happen in the video. Can be, I mean, you can repeat, can be Neri, Fernanda, Stephanie. Okay.
Dangerous environment condition for the raining.
Okay. Yes, very good. Another one. There are 3.
The height, and the stairs were located just in the roof, no fixed in another place.
The ladder was on the. I didn't get it. Please repeat. The ladder.
The stairs were just in the fixed in the roof, but no very how can I say that? Don't fit
So
set in the secure way is what I want to say.
So
okay,
not begin another to a third point.
okay. They didn't have an anchor point. Okay, that's very good. And
They
also
don't
Fernanda.
have lift line too.
Oh yes, they also don't have one. And something that Fernanda mentions about the ladder that maybe it was in the beginning to start the roof, but not of the roof. I mean, is that right? Just to get the point.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Another risk condition. Another,
Falls from heights.
the objects or who? The person?
The person's falls.
Okay, because they didn't have the anchor points, right? Very good. Okay. And also about the tools. What happened with the tools? There is one risk condition in there.
They have to share the tools. And
Uh-huh. They have.
and I don't see exactly if they have a kind of tools belt when they could put the tools.
Yes, that's very good. The tools, I mean, the box of the tools of the nails are very far, right? Where they are going to use them. So that happened that the boy needs to walk and it falls down. But if they have the belt, as Fernanda says, that there should be easier to use the nails. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, then the last one, number 5, because we're going to have lunch. What was the main trouble? What happened here? What do you think was the main trouble? Imagine that this boy now is in the hospital and you are writing what was the main trouble. What would you say? Any volunteer? Maybe on the chat? Somebody? No? Okay, Fernanda? Or somebody raise their hand, right? Come on, it's the last one, and then we are going to have lunch. We're almost
Maybe
finished.
they, Mariela, maybe they don't consider that the expect to rain in the environmental condition, maybe.
Okay, that was the main trouble that they didn't consider. Thank you, Claudia. That's very good. That they didn't consider that it was going to rain, right? And they performed the job. Okay, very good. Another one.
Fernanda write in the chat that didn't use any protection and they didn't follow the instructions. She said that the microphone doesn't work.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that's very good. They didn't have any anchor points. Okay, that was most of the main trouble. Very good. Somebody else?
And Salvador also write that follow work procedures.
They didn't follow the work procedures. Okay, that's very good. But I have a point there. This supervisor or this guy made the good instructions. Do you think the instructions were clear? That's another point to consider, right? Okay, very good. Different comment? They have, pardon me, rescue? They don't have a rescue plan. Is that correct? Okay, that's another. They don't have a rescue plan. They should have. Okay. Thank you. Very good. And the last comment, somebody else? No? Okay, then do you have general comments about this presentation? Maybe questions, vocabulary questions, additional comments? Because we are finishing this presentation.
For my part, it's an excellent presentation. Thank you for your comments, for all the safety and security, and thank you for all.
Okay, thank you, Claudia. Thank you for coming to this quick meeting and lesson, okay? For also participating. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, if you don't have any comments, I guess that's all for my side. I really thank you being here these 45 minutes. Then we're going to keep learning. There are some other planned presentations next days. So I really hope you can join. Okay. Uh, is that all for your side? Comments?
Will you share the presentation, Mariela?
Sure, sure.
Please.
I will share.
I think it's a good information and I like all the pictures and that you
Sure.
share here. Thank you.
Okay.
It's really, really great presentation and very helpful information for all of us.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Fernanda, for your participation. Thank you. Colin, do we have any comments on chat? Okay. Okay. Well, thank you and have a very delicious lunch and let's keep working. Greetings.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, no? Thank you, teacher Mariela. for your support.
My
in these
pleasure.
tools. Okay, see you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.